Welcome back, Wolfpack. Verlis here, and today we are looking at 3 Pokemon that I feel were incredibly powerful for the April friendly, and just really Pokemon that I haven't looked at in a while for strategies. So the first one is Barbaracle. I ended up doing him first when he came out and looking at it and going, well, it's kind of ugly, but it does have a lot of power potential. That Shell Smash giving it a ridiculous amount of offensive power, as well as just having the Tough Claws to boost some of its moves, and then having really good speed. Little did I know that Barbaracle is actually an incredibly strong Pokemon. I've been using him on and off really to great success since I did the strategy guide, and really it's just a very, very strong Pokemon. I used Focus Sash to kind of guarantee that I'm going to get my Shell Smash off, and after that, I one-hit KO almost everything, and I'm virtually unstoppable unless they have any kind of priority. That's really the only thing that shuts this strategy down, like any Focus Sash kind of stat boosting strategy, is one of those like priority moves. But if they don't have any priority, I'm going to get a ton of KOs. Unfortunately, with the April friendly, the really only priority I had to worry about was Talonflame. And even then, I can really just use my Focus Sash to get a free Rock Slide and then knock out Talonflame from there. It would kind of set me back on my Shell Smash, but it does still work very well against Talonflame. And here's the crazy thing. So once I got my Shell Smash, I was able to outspeed and one-hit KO Mewtwo with Night Slash. Like, that's pretty awesome. If I was already set up and they brought in a Xerneas, depending on how many speed EVs they had, if it was like a low speed EV Xerneas, I would still also have the potential to outspeed it with Razor Shell and one-hit KO with Razor Shell. Or if I'm already set up, it's one-hit KO with Razor Shell. Pretty much, if they don't have priority, it gets one-hit KO'd by Barbaracle. The Tough Claws with the stab from Razor Shell, since it does make contact, does go and give you a ridiculous amount of bonus damage. That's why I run Night Slash. It makes contact and it hits those Psychic types really hard. And then Rock Slide, just because Rock Slide's really good. This strategy overall has served me very well in singles and doubles, and I don't know why Barbaracle isn't played that much, because this is some pure strength right here, honestly. Next we have Aegislash. I've already gone over how Aegislash is the most technical Pokemon in the game, but here's more my specific build for it. So I've been looking into it. Relaxed. I have like a relaxed nature. Any kind of defensive nature works. Mine's just relaxed. If you don't want to lower the speed, which is probably a better thing, I might have to remake mine now that I'm thinking about it. Impish nature is really where you want to go. And this is how I do it. I go Swords Dance, try to get as much stats as possible while being as tanky as possible. And after that, you just have to know how to outpredict with King's Shield and really try to absorb a lot of your opponent's physical damage, or try to figure out when the best time to use Sacred Sword or Shadow Sneak is, trying to secure one-hit KO and doing a lot of damage. Here's the interesting thing about Aegislash. Even with 0 EVs, when I'm using an offensive move, I'm going to be at 336 damage, and I'm pretty much almost always going to get a Swords Dance. So my base power is still very high. Now, while it isn't as high as if I went Adamant Nature and more offensive EVs, I kind of lost my train of thought. But if you went offensive EV3s and went for that Adamant Nature, you wouldn't be able to have as much defensiveness. You wouldn't be able to set up more than one Swords Dance, and you wouldn't have a lot of time to give it a chance to be very mechanically tuned. So with Aegislash here, I just like having that really defensive one. 400 physical defense. Even if I get hit by an Earthquake, I can still endure it very well. And with Leftovers recovery mixed with King's Shield, I even have a chance of getting an extra attack off before I get Earthquaked again. So even when it's a super effective hit, I can endure it very well. And Aegislash is just a strong Pokemon overall, and really just many ways to run him. Special, like you could, a lot of special attack Aegislash have come out, because really its special attack is the same. It can have monstrous special attack as well. So you can have pure offense, pure special attack, or just a mixed defensive setup. And I like the mixed defensive setup because it gives you a lot of chances to show off your Aegislash mechanics. And Medicham Mega. This Pokemon is ridiculous. If it outspeeds, you win. Just end of story. Also, there's been a lot of confusion about when I talked about my Medicham being strong enough to outspeed and one-hit KO Rotom. So, oh, I didn't give it its nature either. So, I messed up last time I said it was 20 EVs in speed. It's actually closer to 64 EVs in speed to safely outspeed Wash Rotom. before you Mega Evolve. So what I like doing is, this is my starting Pokemon. If I see a Rotom on their team, I'm going to throw out Medicham, and then I'm going to score one-hit KO on their Rotom because they don't think it's going to outspeed or KO them, and I win. Like, you get that much of an advantage, and then after that, if you outspeed their Pokemon or out-survive it, it does ridiculous things. So what I do is I have 204 hit points. I only go for those low speed EVs, and then I can endure a lot of things. I can survive Earthquake from Garchomp. As long as it's not super effective, I can survive it, turn around one-hit KO, and then Bullet Punch for chip damage. So Medicham Mega, or Mega Medicham, or Megacham, whatever it is, it's really hard to pronounce. With this moveset, I get great amounts of coverage. A lot of people have the Drain Punch. I just rather one-hit KO it. Drain Punch doesn't one-hit KO as much things as High Jump Kick. Psycho Cut is great for coverage. Thunder Punch, I like having that for Charizards, Talonflames, Pokemon like that. Then Bullet Punch, you always have to have that priority in my opinion. I don't want to lose that one game just because someone brought a Focus Sash and I didn't have a way of handling the Pokemon that was sashed. So this is a very good set, and it has it just has so much potential. So these Pokemon were the Pokemon that were the heroes of singles for me for the April friendly. Barbaracle being probably the most prevalent, Aegislash just always being a reliable pick, and Mega Medicham just doing a lot of damage. And Barbaracle and Medicham don't get picked a lot, and I honestly don't know why. They have so much power behind them that once they get going, if they don't get knocked out immediately like Megacham, you're going to score KO. If Barbaracle gets a safe setup, which is very easy to do, you're going to start scoring a lot of KOs. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Try Barbaracle, try Medicham, because these Pokemon are ridiculous, and try maybe tanky Aegislash because it's so strong. Barbaracle can also be used in doubles really well too, like have a Fake Out Pokemon, Fake Out, get that Shell Smash, hide behind your Focus Sash, go for double Rock Slide, and that's probably going to be a KO right there. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you all have a nice day. Hope you enjoyed Quick Fix.